Should I look in the lens?
I don't know what I want to do with my life. It seems like everyone great found what they're supposed to do. How do I find what I'm supposed to do? You see, I tried the normal route, going to college, getting internships, finally getting my dream job. But I still didn't feel successful or great. I still don't know what I should do with my life. Until I met a man, one of those successful, great men. And I asked him, tell me the secret of what I should do with my life. He told me the secret. Make a list of everything you want to do in life. Work every day on completing your list. And one day, you'll have a feeling of, I need to do this. A feeling of, I don't care if I get paid, but this is what I'm going to do.
Parked up outside in the old school.
The first item on my list is stand-up comedy. I've always loved comedy as a kid, and I grew up listening to the great comedians. I truly enjoy making people laugh, and if I could get paid to do it, now that would be a dream job. Honestly, I have no idea how to become a stand-up comic, but I know a lot of them live out in Los Angeles. So I'm gonna fly out there, meet some comedians, learn from the pros, and become a stand-up comedian.
Or who's your favorite comedian?
My favorite comedian, I don't know. Chris Rock.
Yeah.
And Dave Chappelle.
Bill Burr. Bill Burr, that's a good one.
Kevin Hart.
This is my favorite comedian.
There you go.
I can get behind little Bill Burr.
Kevin Hart. No.
Billy.
No. I'm kidding. Kevin Hart.
Or what advice would you give an upcoming comedian?
Be yourself.
How much will you pay me?
I think relatable stories are good. I would say, who cares about getting canceled? Cancel culture is just whatever. Say whatever you feel. Say, as long as it's not to hurt anybody or anything like that.
After learning about the comedy scene from everyone on the streets of Los Angeles, I wanted to check out the open mic comedy scene, where newer comedians test out material.
Paying so much for fucking therapy. I don't know why everyone's so into therapy. It clearly doesn't work. We were fine. We were completely, totally fine.
And then I held back my tears. And then I said, can I have a chair, please?
I'm doing stand-up for the first time in a while. I'm an improv girly.
How we doing, everybody? Woo! Happy Black History Month. Woo! I spent all day on the bus telling white people they gotta sit in the back. Felt really good doing that. You know what I'm saying? You sat me there. All day. You know what I'm saying?
There's no guarantees with this. I mean, the biggest obstacle is yourself. Like, you have comics that have said jokes 5,000 times, man. I'm not even kidding. You know, and it's like, and in order to do that, you have to get out of your own way. I mean, you're your biggest obstacle. Can you imagine, like, going into a room full of nothing but comics, all of them you know, and they all heard your material, and you have to figure out a different way of saying your same stuff that they've heard already, and you have to make an interest out of it.
All right, it's time to try stand-up for my first time.
Just have fun, right? Now, there is no perfect. There is maybe what you'd planned or what you'd expected. The hardest part is deciding to do it and showing up.
Thank
you. You've already done that. Don't overthink it. If something bad happens, know that just go, oh, wow, that was bad.
Hey, bud. How you doing? I signed up for the...
This stuff started. Everybody get ready. Your first comedian is Aaron Spock.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, why you doing this to me? Thank you, sir. Just go up there. Don't mess up. No matter what happens, you're here. You're just gonna do it. Damn, this shit bright. Do I move this? Is that what you do?
Yeah. That feels right.
Oh. Hello, everyone.
Hey.
Damn, really bright. It's not like the movies. So yeah, I just moved here to LA, just for a little bit. Came from Brooklyn. But yeah, it's raining all the time here, and I don't know if you guys know how to drive, but there's like this thing, you know, you guys turn on, that it moves the water out of the way. So when you're driving, you can actually see, so you don't have to drive in my lane. And so, also I saw this car, there's like a big old puddle here, if you didn't notice, and all these cars, you know, they're going through it. You can go around it, but I guess, you know, a lot of people here own the Honda Civic Submarine, and they just, you know, go right through it. But yeah, it's been cool out here, a lot of water. Man, I got up there and the lights were so bright. So at first I was blinded, I was like, ugh. And then I looked at the two audience members and I was like, all right, let me just talk to these guys. They're in here with me. What am I just gonna make some shit up?
Stayed in it. I'm glad you stayed in it.
Likewise, it just shows that, you know, it's just you holding. It's you versus you with whatever it is. It was apparent that I needed some coaching.
They see people telling a story and you're getting laughs and they go, well, I'll do that. I have stories, things happen to me, and people laugh at them when I tell them. Well, your friends laugh when you tell a story because, first of all, you're just doing stuff. You're eating lunch or something and you tell a story and it's entertaining enough for lunch. But they didn't pay money and they're not sitting there looking at you on a stage and expecting something to happen. You can tell a story with a bunch of friends and a few beers and not much pressure. But there's much more pressure per second on stage.
Yeah.
They don't know you, they don't like you. You have to connect with them and prove that you're not going to waste their time. It's as frustrating to do a great show as it is to do a shitty show. Because you do a great show, you're like, why? Because you try to do it again and you got to figure out exactly what was going on.
I met with comedian Carrie Oates to learn how to improve my comedy and become a stand-up comedian.
You know, go right through it. But yeah, it's been cool out here, a lot of water. The LA River is always dry. I don't know if you guys saw Grand Theft Auto, you like drive through it. Now it's full, and there's also trees in it. So that's cool, shout out you guys.
A very comfortable set.
Yeah.
Where, you know, you didn't ever lose yourself. You just stayed comfortable and happy, and everyone was happy to see you.
Mm-hmm.
Even if there's only a few people, it can still go south. You got some laughs there, which are hard to get later on in the set. You know, like suddenly some guy goes, "Hey, I'm in." One of the problems I think you had at the club is you have to make sure that if you're going to take it out of the stand, you have to make sure you keep it near your face. Here's another thing: coming on stage is your moment to take control of the room. All right. And you are taking control of the room from here. You don't wait till you're up there. I'll show you again. Yeah. Because the worst thing you want to hear is, ladies and gentlemen, Aaron Spot! Hi! Yeah. Wherever you fail is usually where the comedy's going to come in. And you'll have an endless stream of it. If someone goes, tell me something funny. I don't know. Tell me what's bothering you. Oh, well.
Okay. Hi. Yes, my name is Aaron Spock, and I just flew from Woken.
The trick is to find something that is interesting to you, or has happened to you, and is interesting to happen to somebody else.
Yeah.
Which is why so many people talk about dating, or relationships, or marriage, or getting a job, or keeping a job, or sharing an apartment, or whatever you're living with.
So I'm a businessman. Just another way of saying I have 4 failed businesses.
Yes. I'm making it fun.
Yeah.
So I am a businessman. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Try it out your way, whatever.
So I'm a businessman.
Because sometimes if you don't get a laugh on a joke, it's not because it isn't funny, it's just because you haven't given them a button moment where they go, oh, that's the release.
You don't just go on stage and lay it all out there. You need to write jokes. Not one joke, not 2 jokes, not 3 jokes. You write 1,000 jokes. Because one of those jokes is not going to get any laughs. Most of those jokes are not going to get any laughs. So at first I was writing jokes and it wasn't working.
Yeah, I don't know what to write about. What am I going through right now? All right, a joke. Carrie said I should write about myself, what I'm going through. I had this joke where I was saying I love Latin culture so much that I didn't want to. I love. It's so stupid.
At first I was writing jokes and it wasn't working, as you can hear. So the best way I found was to use things I told people and got a response from, a laugh, and to make that into a comedy set.
Who's your favorite comedian?
Bill Cosby. Questionable. Before everything. I used that, bam, and I wrote my first set. And then I tried it out a few times. And then I had to recite it over and over and over again in the car. Ended up walking around. This is a show you're putting on. This comedy is not just get up there, I'm gonna tell you a story.
If you really want to do this, you want to go and just do it. Like, like Michael Jordan or Kobe went in the gym and shot 3-pointers over and over and over again, because that's what they're gonna do in the game. So whatever you have to do in the game, you have to do in real life over and over again until you become so good.
Just because you say you do comedy doesn't mean you got 45 minutes. They want you to have a comedic flair. When they say comedic flair, they don't need you to be a national headliner.
I'm thinking about starting off, hello, my name is Aaron Spock, like the, oh shit. But on this date, I told the girl I was really into comedy, and she asked me, who's your favorite comedian? And I told her my favorite comedian was Bill Cosby. And she stopped drinking for the night. No margarita, no water, and she didn't even touch the soup.
Feeling like I needed some more coaching, I visited the LA School of Comedy, where I met with Sunda Kronquist.
There's no time frame to say when you're going to be successful, or is this it? Did I finally make it? Am I a comic yet? When does this happen? I don't understand. Am I really here? Am I a comic yet? And so we keep thinking, am I a comic yet? You're always going to keep reaching for that dream if you're lucky.
She's an OG from the New York City comedy scene and has truly mastered the art of teaching comedy.
You know the story of the three brothers, Ray Triplett's?
No, they all came out at once?
Even when you switch, the younger you look, the worse they age you.
Yeah.
I will hear how many jokes about my age. How many times do they say, are you 70 yet, Sunda? And I'm just like, are you funny yet? That's the question. Either you stand there after it's in, or you close out always. You've been a great audience.
From the
You
mic.
can find me on you can find me on
Pinterest.
on Pinterest, on Minterest, whatever. But whatever you say, I don't want you putting that mic in at the same time. Everybody tells you I take a mic out, but I want it to be like that. I want you to see that?
Seamless.
Seamless. That's what I'm about. It's a great place to be seen and to be taught the right way, really. You know, I have people who disagree with me. I always cuss. I say fuck everywhere. I don't give a fuck. I say fuck anywhere I fucking want to. Well, you cancel the audition with a laugh. Your goal at the LA School of Comedy is to have a 5 to 7 minute industry set. Right, you know, I had to drop the mic. Man, I had to drop the mic. I was like, this is a closet.
Yeah.
And don't tell me to clap it up. Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. Clap it up, clap it up. Make me laugh.
Yeah.
You want to be funny. You laugh, somebody did an impression. You know what I mean? Now it's totally different.
Yeah.
But let's bring it back. Let's make America funny again.
Tonight is the night. I've learned from the people of Los Angeles, comedians Carrie and Sunda. I've written and practiced my set. So now it's time to get on stage and become a stand-up comedian. Also, I'm pretty nervous.
We are live here at LASC, LA School of Comedy. Thank you for welcoming me into the stage, the one and only Aaron Spock, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you so much. And yes, Dr. Spock. My name's Aaron Spock. Can you guys all do this? Yeah? Feel this is what Scientology feels like? Everyone there? Yeah? So yeah, I'm from Delaware. Just came out here to work on this documentary. And I'm out here for 2 months, so went on a few dates. And so yeah, they can either go really well or really bad. You know, you could find someone you love, you know, marry them and have some kids, you know, that's great. Or, you know, what's really bad, you could find someone you love, you know, marry them and have a few kids. So, so yeah, it's been cool. But yeah, so I just went on this date recently, right? And so I'm with this girl, and you know, we're having a little food, we're hanging out, and she's like, man, like, you're doing some comedy, you know, who's your favorite comedian? I'm like, yeah, it's Bill Cosby. And so that didn't really go too well. She stopped drinking anything that she had. But in all reality, it's, you know, when I was a little kid, my mom would play Bill Cosby in the car, and, you know, just, you know, great stuff. He didn't have anything about, you know, putting Molly in your champagne. So, so yeah, that didn't go too well. But, you know, I have another date tonight, which is great. So I'm gonna tell her I'm into music, and my favorite artist is R. Kelly. But yeah, that's just have a little short set tonight. But you guys are great. I mean, you're killing it.
I did it. That was my best set ever. I was so nervous at first, but after getting those first few laughs, I felt so happy and excited to be up there. Started from the bottom with no coaching, no practice, nothing, to then learning from the best and putting my all into comedy. I had a great time learning and becoming a comedian, but I still think there's more out there I want to try. Oh, Well, take a look at these bad boys. I'm proud to say this episode is sponsored by Cotties. If you want to look this good, check them out on Amazon and their website linked below. Please get yourself a pair so we can continue making this show. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Next episode coming soon.
Whole documentary. I mean, you guys are. I'm so proud of you guys that came up here tonight. The whole thing is about, following your dream, doing something creative that you just always want to do, and you guys all did that tonight, which is amazing. More than anyone, I work in an office. My full-time job, I work for NASA, and so I'm in this office every day. I'm talking to people, and I'm like, they hate their life. They really just hate it. And so for you guys to come up here and do it, it's so powerful, because there's so many people in this world that don't do what they love. So I think it's beautiful for you guys to do that. So that's the whole point of this documentary. So I'm doing a new creative thing every 2 weeks. Did this, we're kind of catching up on comedy, but I just made a song. We were in the studio a few nights ago, and I'm recording this, feel like an idiot, but it was like, oh, wow, what does it take to make a song? So it's been cool. And then we're gonna do acting, so applied a few gigs, and then wrapping up doing art. And the final episode, working on my Spanish. We're going to Peru to actually go find the indigenous people, like a real Indiana Jones type of adventure. So yeah. So yeah, keep on chasing your dreams. Whatever you desire, you can have it. Just make a little plan. You'll do it. But
What's that?
it's gonna be on YouTube, and then we're pitching it to a bunch of networks afterwards. So
Yeah, thank you.
for sure, thank you guys.
And talk to me for the network. We'll make sure we get you with the cute girls.